Some familiar faces, but of course I had to be here. My baby Aimees, well, if I do not come, she'll send me a WhatsApp message that will just, well, I'll be in trouble, so I had to come. It's a beautiful thing that we're celebrating books, and sadly, it's a reality that if you want to hide anything, you keep it in a book. And in this generation where once the characters are more than 140 letters, you lose track of people, and for you to catch the attention of the youths, it has to be animated and someone has to be dancing naked for the advert to go out. It's great to see that certain people still respect the fact and the reality that is the written word. I'm a bibliophile, not because I'm an academician, but because I've been sick for a long time, and from childhood my father taught me, even when I was having my heart transplant, whatever it was, I could be in the hospital for six months. They could take everything from you from the ICU, but they will never take the book from you. And so you cannot have your phones or even TV in the ICU, but you can have a book. There's always someone to flip the book. And so the power of learning is the reason why I have 6 PhDs now. Expecting to see more children here because a lot of parents are here, but it's reading, the ability to read and get lost in the book is something that is actually out of fashion right now. And so when you're holding a book, people actually feel you're antisocial. People feel you're trying to, you cannot have an intelligent discussion without you being called proud, because an argument or a discussion in my generation, sadly, is I'm waiting for you to finish so I will say my own. It's not that I want to listen to the wisdom and then put a counter interaction. Everyone has to be right. Because everyone is right, no one is learning. But the power of a book is an author actually writes in his frame of mind, but as soon as I read, my frame of mind and my level of understanding partnered with my external influences make me understand in my own way, and I'm able to put it out. So if Aimees writes a book that says, I am great irrespective of what is happening, someone in Puerto Rico right now is going to read those words and say, even though there's no power supply, I am great. Someone in Nigeria, somewhere in Chibok, is going to read it and say, even though there is all of this and all of the crisis in the Northeast, I am great. Someone in Lagos, sitting somewhere in Kuramo, waiting for his meeting or his interview to pitch another idea, is going to read those words and say, okay, you know what, even if this company does not accept me, at the end of the day, I am great. And that's why writing is the only media where the reader still owns control of our ability to interpret the message that is put out. And so I hope parents are able to take away the computers from and YouTube and all of that from their children and give them books. Because media, I work in media, people are addicted to our voices. A lot of people are fans of my show, not because they even believe in what I do, but because they love the way I talk. Now, I talk in a certain way because I have lived a long time in pain, so I am always empathetic, even when I shouldn't be empathetic. So people are addicted to the idea of my voice. They do not know me. But if I dare write certain words that are of essence, once you're more than 140 words, again, I must say, you discover that the comments come like, hey, fine dress, Atlanta, we miss you. When are you coming on air? But if I write a sentence and then I put a lot of music behind it, you see a lot of comments. That's the reason why we have very smart girls who are in the entertainment world, but they feel like they need to be naked to be beautiful because they have to sell the skin and not the content. A book will always come with a sort of information at the back that tells you about the author. And that's the same way we were created.
Let's give this moment sound effects. Clap innovation, please.
We want to thank you for living a life of influence, one page at a time, and every time you turn. Thank you for my birthday message. This blew my mind. Thank you.
Aww. Somebody saying, aww. Please, I take pictures, but I charge for it. Alright, so one picture for $1,000. Okay. Say, God bless you.